We have a Christmas t-shirt. We have the advent calendars behind me. It must be time for my December TBR. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel every week. And then movie reviews here at the weekend. In the description box below, you will find all of my social links, including my blog and my Goodreads. I am planning on a big Goodreads update because I realised I just haven't been tracking. And I'm like, I feel like I've read 50 books this year, and yet it's saying I've only read 33. And I looked at how many I'm currently reading. So updates on that. And I'm planning on, once I'm finished filming this video, going and updating some blog posts as well. So December. It's always that thing of, I mentioned the Goodreads challenge, like trying to finish off everything you haven't read and you meant to get to and you need to read. But I have sort of allocated myself a couple of things I would like to finish off. An audiobook that I just got from the library, and then some festive reads because it is the month of December. I don't have a lot of time to read in the month of December. I'm planning on doing that lovely Christmas Eve reading. I am doing Vlogmas where I'm posting weekly vlogs, so we'll just see what we get to. So I do have one December release that I have pre-ordered and will be landing hopefully on my desk on Thursday. I'm so excited. Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. In case you can't see behind me, I have the Heartstopper series right here. I have pre-ordered, I think, just the regular copy, but I think I put the deluxe copy on my Christmas list, so we'll see what we get. But I'm excited to read this one, and this is basically what I've got planned for Thursday night. So yes, that should be good. Then we have two things I would like to finish off before the end of the year. Firstly, something that I meant to read in August, September, October and last month. We have the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I read 50% of it during Battle Books in August. 50%. So I'm halfway through and I just haven't gone back to it. So I probably won't even remember what's happening. Well, I mean, it's a romance novel called The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I think we all know what's happening at this point, but couldn't tell you the character's main character's name even. Couldn't tell you, what's going on. I know there's a cat and a cafe and a grumpy man, think Luke and Gilmore Girls. It's very Gilmore Girls-esque. So would like to finish the second 50% of that. So I know that's not even a whole book to read. So I have graphic novel and a half an ebook. And then I would also like to finish an audiobook series that I've been listening to. So I've made sure and borrowed this one from my library. It's loaded and ready to go. This one is We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han, which is the last book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series, because I would really like to watch the series on Amazon and bring a review to you here, a book versus movie, because how long has it been since, sorry, I am trying to quell this. How long has it been since I made a book versus movie video? Like a million years. I mean, maybe I need to do a reread of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and then watch Wonka and bring that to you here next week. No, I'm not going to do that. But yes, I would like to finish that series so that I can go into the TV series. Maybe that's something I could actually watch over Christmas. That would be very exciting, wouldn't it? Let's keep our fingers and toes crossed for that one. Then the aforementioned audiobook that I got from my library. It's all ready to go with a bookmark. And this is one of those books that I keep seeing everywhere. And I'm a little bit like, how can I have not read this author? And I'm also a little bit like, should I read her other books first? But I got sent this one, and then I've also got the library book of it. So this is The Long Game by Elena Armah. I can't really do that kind of accent. But I'm very excited to read this one. And I think Hayley might be buddy reading it with me. I will need to double check with her. But I think we both got sent this one and I just got the audiobook of it. So I'm kind of tempted to sit and listen and read and kind of switch between the two. So that's two audiobooks we've got lined up, a graphic novel and a half an ebook. But this one is Fall in Love with the Spicy New Story from the Queen of Slow Burn Romance. If you're a fan of He Falls First, Grumpy by Grumpy, Enemies to Lovers, small town sports romance dual POV. That is all me, dual POV. You will love The Long Game. And I'm excited if it's described as spicy as well, because I really enjoyed the kind of festive, spicy romance that I read last month. So I know it's not festive, but speaking of festive, I've got something I need to actually pick the price label off, actually, because if I don't pick it off now, it will annoy me. But yes, I wanted to put in some festive reads here because I am feeling the most festive. As I say, we've got the advent calendars behind me. It's very appropriate. The one is a beer one and one is a coffee one, because that's our household summed up. I found this in Costco and I was like, I did not even know this was coming out. It came out in November. No idea. Love this author. Loved her books. I'm sure I've made a video about one of them. But this is Why Mummy Drinks at Christmas. It matches my whole outfit. It matches my whole vibe. I love the details on the cover. Also, details on the back cover here. I haven't actually looked at the naked book. I don't know if there's anything. Oh my God, it's got something on the naked book. It's a collector's edition. Just picked it up in Costco. Didn't know it was a collector's edition. Look at that. Look at that. You could describe me as a collector because I've got some Why Mummies sloshed merch I think I got sent by the publishers. I love that. Mummy has always loved Christmas. Sure, the kids are turn into demons, the dinner gets burnt to a crisp, and Aunt Louisa's general staggering inappropriateness sends Mummy reaching for the nearest maximum strength festive tipple. But nevertheless, for her, Christmas is also special. Speaking of festive tipples, Bailey's coffee. This year, she wants nothing more than to perfectly fig up the pudding, sit by the fire, reading aloud from A Christmas Carol to the rapt, rosy-cheeked audience. But just like all Mummy's best laid plans, this year's festive vision is in danger of being totally derailed by her chaotic family. There's not much chance of any action under the mistletoe, and the kids are just not playing ball. Can Mummy find her silver lining after all and bring the whole family together for one moment of harmony? Or should she get stuck into the festive spirits and just let it all go? So yeah, I had no idea. So fun fact, I've actually only listened to these ones on audiobook. So this would be the first time I would actually sit down and read one. But, I'm just so excited that the naked book, I didn't check the back cover, to be fair. Nothing on the back cover, just that the naked book was so pretty. So excited to sit down and read this one because I have enjoyed reading a little bit of an actual book before school every day. I did that in November, the whole of November, and I managed to read 2 of my books in November. November wrap up is coming. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell by reading a little bit every day over breakfast. And so I'm quite excited to do that with this one as well. Then, speaking of festive reads, so I have one that I got last year that I have not read yet. I think I asked for it for Christmas. And it's almost been a little bit traditional that I've sat down during my Vlogmas videos and read one of these. I've set aside a little bit of time. I'm a little bit late into the day, otherwise I probably would have done it today, but I want to get some wrapping done. There's always maybe next Sunday or, who knows when else. Maybe Sunday the 17th, I don't know. But I've got the next book in the series that I also found at Costco. We'll have to check if that's got a fancy cover to it as well. But this is the Christmasaurus and the Naughty List. So I loved the Christmasaurus. I reread it a couple of Christmases in a row. I had the musical edition that has a CD. I've since taken it into school, so I'm pretty sure the CD's probably gone now. But I'm sure I can find it online somewhere. But it's just so shiny and pretty. So I got it for Christmas last year. So I'm kind of excited. And this is a gorgeous edition. Look, this is the front of it, and then you kind of turn it round, and this is the back. It's just so pretty. So I think I probably would be reading that one as the naked hardback. But because it's a middle grade book, there's your end pages as well. Beautiful end pages at that side. Middle grade book, you can basically sit down and read it all in one sitting, even though it is chunky and it is heavy because it's got illustrations in it as well. So altogether it is, look at, love the illustrations. Altogether it's like just over 400 pages, but when you've got like text like that and it's a middle grade story and there's all sorts of onomatopoeic words in large font in there, and figure, it'll shimmy shimmy away quite quickly. And the reason I definitely want to get to it is because when I was in Costco, I found this year's one, which I probably was going to put on my Christmas list, but just haven't, at a very good price. It was $6.99 instead of $14.99. So I was like, yes, picking that one up. It also has a sparkly spine, but this one is the Christmasaurus Carol. So I was like, yep, grab that, gotta read that one. So it is green and festive, has the shiny spine, and I love the back. I just think that the back is absolutely glorious. We get that like as a little YouTube thumbnail. So there's the end papers on this one. These end papers are basically the same as the original Christmasaurus end papers. And there's the naked book. It's just so pretty. I think the Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch, I literally just did an audiobook, so I don't have a copy of it, unless I took it into school and it's become lost. One of my books nearly got sold the other day. I was like, this literally says Miss Merriweather in it. Why is it getting sold? So yeah, my 3 festive books. This one is a lot shorter. So again, it's middle grade. It's quite... So I haven't read The Danger Gang. I haven't read Space Band, even though Space Band is somewhere behind me here. Let me see. Oh, there's all sorts of festive fun. There's acknowledgements. The end. Yeah, this one's only 300 pages. So again, one could sit down and listen to this one, but I'm hoping that it's a bit of a takeoff of Ebenezer Scrooge's actual Christmas Carol. So we're going to watch Muppets Christmas Carol. We're going to read a Christmasaurus Carol. So, yeah, there we have it. Bit of a longer TBR than normal, I think, but I think I've got a nice balance there. I'm really excited about all of the books, and I think that really helps. And as I say, the last month or so, I've got into the routine of, whilst I'm like making my breakfast, making my lunch, driving to school, I listen to audiobook. But whilst eating my breakfast, I sit down and read a couple of chapters of whatever book I'm reading. And I've taken to a couple of nights. I'm not, it's not set in stone. It's not, changed my life, but a couple of nights I have managed to read something before bed, which isn't too bad. So please do let me know in comments what you are reading in the month of December. Have you got anything festive lined up? Are you starting next year's books? Are you reading your back catalogue to make sure that you've hit your Goodreads challenge? And I will, this is my call to action now, I will absolutely go and update my Goodreads. So it is in the description box below. Go and update it as to what I am actually reading and what I have finished reading, because I think I'm going to have hit the challenge somehow. I will be back, as I say, with my November wrap up and also that Wonka movie review as well. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you're reading in the month of December, and I will see you with my next video very soon. Thanks for watching.